Hello, everyone, and welcome to On the Sofa with Teena Cisco. Right now, we have a special treat with you. We have some wonderful people that's right here riding on the R&B love train. Not only riding on the R&B love train, but they sitting on the sofa with yours truly, Teena Cisco. What you're gonna do? You're gonna be hearing a lot of old, new, and the future of what these two lovely people are bringing to us today. Forgive me, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because these two have an amazing story to tell. Not only that, they are some beautiful people, and it's always a pleasure to meet the new. So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies first, right? I want to introduce you to the beautiful, lovely, talented. Oh, she became my family. Yes, she became my family. Miss Zelda. Hello there, Miss Zelda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm truly blessed, and thank you for sitting on the sofa with Teena Cisco.
Yes, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here.
Okay, so can you share with the audience, who is Miss Zelda?
Well, I'm Zelda. I'm a country girl from Alabama, from Bessemer, Alabama, to be more specific. I was born and raised, in Alabama. I'm here in Atlanta. I am also a relative of Donna Ross.
Oh, okay.
So that's my first cousin, her mother, and my mother's sister.
Okay.
So I'm a example of raised with the rich and the mediocre and the poor. So I've had a little taste of it all. So, and I love to sing. I've been singing ever since I was like 5 years old. And I used to play piano. I played piano for a church, New Bethlehem Baptist Church, for a lot of years, for a choir, and I sung in the choir. And music is my life. And I had an opportunity to go to New York, Studio 54, and to go down to the Diane's machine making music it is. And then not only that, I just wanted to pursue my career. So I was trying to find out. I love nursing too. I'm a nurse.
Okay, well, before you get, going all into the juicy
Okay,
details,
all right.
before you get juicy to that, ladies and gentlemen, this was just a little taste of who is Miss Zelda. And what we want to do now is introduce this handsome gentleman that's sitting beside her. Hello there.
Well, how are you?
Oh, truly blessed, truly blessed. So, who is Mr. Clark?
I'm Bill Clark. I'm originally from Akron, Ohio. I've been here in Georgia for over 30 years now, doing the music, and it's been pretty rewarding for me here.
So, what brought you to the hot ATL?
Well, we heard that it was getting ready to be a Mecca down here, so my band, we call Eastern Parkway from Akron, Ohio. We all came down, and after the band split up, I decided to stay. And from that point on, it's been up and down, but I finally found a niche and hung in there and got involved with TC Jason from the SOS band.
Okay.
And I played
amazing band.
Absolutely.
That's my family. Amazing band. Shout out to SOS band.
And he had a local group called Smooth Wave. TC Jason and Smooth Wave. And from that point, SOS decided that they would try and get back together and do a reunion.
Right.
And
right.
he involved me in that, and it's been pretty much, taken to the air since then.
Okay. Well, we want to hold you right there.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't get so excited. No. We want you to get comfortable and just relax. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to come back over here to the lovely Miss Zelda, and we would like to ask her some questions that some of you may have, want to know about her. So, Miss Zelda, what was it like growing up knowing that you had a mega, beautiful, awesome, amazing relative like Miss Diana Ross?
Well, it was like this. Diane is so down to earth first people that it was just like normal. When she came in, it was just normal. and she would send for us to come to Detroit or California, wherever she was, to spend holidays with her, and it just was a normal family holiday. It wasn't big eyes, no use, or none of that. And it was just nice. Now my grandmother, that was another story. That's another story. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so does entertainment runs in your family?
Yes, I have an aunt. She was a school teacher. Her name was Virginia. We call her Aunt Virginia Reed.
Okay.
And then her nickname was Gigi, and they call me Gigi. That's my nickname, Gigi.
Right.
And she used to sing. She was a singer. And the next one that comes that had the limelight, that was Diane. Right. And after Diane, then I guess that was me, because I guess it jumps over generations. Yeah. Or it jumps over to the ones who have that desire for it.
Right.
And my passion, that's my passion. And this is my passion. Yes, it's my passion, because music has a tendency of soothing any type of situation.
That's true.
That you're in. Right.
That's true.
If you're sad, you get sadder. If you're happy, if you're sad, you can put on happy music and you're happy.
It's a song for every situation.
Yeah, for every situation. So music will really, it's a high point in my life.
Right.
And that's my main goal, is to have a message in my music, and I think I've lived a life to have great testimony.
Right.
So I got something to do.
Well, can you remember the first time you ever hit the stage?
The first time I ever hit the stage was when I was in school on a talent show.
All right, now we all done that.
And there was Eddie Kendrick was there.
Really?
Yeah, like I said, my grandmother is a different story. My grandmother was very strict, and Eddie Kendrick wanted me to be the big star. He wanted me to come in and do the stuff. My mama like, no. So that was a nip in the bud. Right. I used to slip out and sing with the bands and stuff like that, but I mainly grew up in church singing.
Right.
But my first song that I sung, and I won the talent contest.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. I sung Nat Nicole, I Got Love on My Mind. And,
beautiful song.
Yes, and Inseparable, when people started throwing money, and I was scared to pick it up. But I didn't pursue my career until later. Every chance I got, I would, sing. And if there was an invitation, I'm always there. If anybody invite me, I'm always there. Okay. So when I played for it's one thing I did do that. When I played for the choir and the Sunday school at my church, I wouldn't accept the pay. Right. They tried to pay us, how you pay.
You was doing it from the heart.
I did, because of the Father. Right. Yeah. I love the Father God.
Oh, yes. So do I. He's always first.
Mega first.
Yes, he always first.
He is.
So what are some of your influence? Who is your influence, and what made it, motivated you to sing?
Well, my influence is mainly Diane Boyle.
Right.
I just love music. Natalie Cole, Denise Williams.
Yes.
You just name it. You just Lita Baker. You just Aretha Franklin. You just Dionne Warwick, Ella Jane.
Yes.
What a difference a day makes.
Look at you now.
She just goes. Music itself is my biggest influence.
Right.
I don't care if it was country or R&B, gospel, whatever music is. But now the rap. Some rap can say something more, like it's a music influence people. Right. And some of the rap that they have out is not. I went downtown, CJ Brown, and I went and broke it. Your mom was a cloud. I don't think that'll go. No. But otherwise, if you have a message in music, make somebody feel positive about themselves, and they feel good about themselves, make them want to think twice about their life. Yeah, that's all music.
Oh, okay. All right.
And my brother, don't forget him. He's my great supporter.
Are we talking about Mr. Raymond?
Yes, Raymond.
Hello there, Raymond. One love to you, darling. Yes, Raymond, he's a sweetheart, and I had the pleasure of, spending time with him and speaking with him. And ladies and gentlemen, it's always good to say hello. It's always good to just take time out even if it's just 30 minutes out the day, just associate and get on the phone or communicate because you never know who's you're talking to,
Right.
and you never know as far as what energy or advices so that they can give you, to encourage you and stuff, to move on.
That's right.
And there is so many people that don't know what it feels like to get a hug,
Right.
or to hear that word thank you or
Yeah.
have a nice day.
Yeah.
Those encouraging, I call them the little smooth touches.
Yeah.
The little smooth touches. So, Miss Zelda, what was your last performance here in the Hot ATL?
Okay, first of all, so I start there. I would like to say, hey, Rhonda. Rhonda is Diane's daughter, Rhonda Ross. Hey,
Hi,
hey,
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Hey, Sherry. Hi, happy you coming? Here I am. No. But anyway, yeah, my last performance that I did, I was at Studio 21. Before then, I was at the Seed Faye Gospel Cafe.
Okay.
But my next event will be downtown at Woodrow Park it's an International Blues Music Festival.
Right.
And I think I'll be coming on at 2 o'clock, so be there about 1:30, okay? Okay? Yeah. So it starts from 12 o'clock to 8.
Okay.
I think the time I would be coming on will be around about 2.
Okay.
Mr. Tom Davis is it's a promoter of that show, event, yeah. Okay. And so I'm hoping to see you guys there. Okay, and enjoy yourself.
Right. Okay, Miss Zelda. What is it that you want people to know about you? Like, what is your style of music? What's your style?
Like I said, I love all styles, but my main style I love is blues, R&B, and gospel, and jazz is good too. But all styles is good. But my main thing is R&B and blues and gospel. Yeah.
Okay, so when you sing, the people say that you have like that church voice, or you have like that blues. They can hear a lot of blues in you. What is it about that makes Miss Zelda stand out?
Well, I feel that, and I hear it a lot from people too when I sing, that you can feel, when a person singing, you can feel what they're saying.
Right.
I feel, a lot of people say my voice is anointed, and I accept and I receive that.
Right.
So, so like I say, that's it. I mean, I think it's my passion, and it's my purpose. My purpose in life is to sing. And to spread a message in my music. Okay. And if it's real for me to do that, then Lord, here am I go.
Amen. Amen to that. Okay, so where do you want to go from here? And who are some of the people that you would love to work with?
I would love to work with, first of all, Mr. Bill Clark here. Yes, I would. I was telling you guys about. I put on my Facebook page. I need a keyboardist, and I need a keyboardist. I advertising.
Yes, you did.
and by the grace of God, I don't know. Keep things crossed. That he sent me here, Mr. Bill Clark, and he played with the SOS band. He has a band, and I know he's a very busy man.
Right.
But I do appreciate him taking out his time out of his busy schedule. Right. To come down here and just give me a portion of that time.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yes, and I really appreciate that, because I'm just got to pay, but it's worth it. It's worth it, yeah. I also would like
we all know about that magic question. What's your budget?
There you go.
What's your budget?
That is so
we'll work something out.
Yeah.
We'll work something out.
Now that's God sent. That's God in the mix. I would like to work with mainly my cousin Diane, if I can. Right. When she has shows, the last show she had was in Birmingham, and she called me down on stage like, "That's my cousin down there." And she gave me the microphone, and she was doing "I Will Survive." I will survive. And I thought that was damn. Then I would like to do. I've been trying to take my cousin Rhonda. I've been trying to talk with Rhonda about working with her. Okay. And I know that Sherry, Rhonda's sister, be putting on a lot of shows too. So I hope the Lord lift me higher and higher and higher. Right. That some people who are in the fire
Right.
will see me and come out the fire.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just hoping to help somebody with my music. And yeah.
Well, I know you're going to have a lovely journey.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that her soul is so amazing, it's electrifying. And you can, you know how like when you walk or when you're around someone in their presence, you can kind of sense if it's fake, you know, or if it's genuine. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Zelda is definitely genuine. You're definitely genuine. And you can't do nothing but love her.
Thank you.
You can't. You can't do nothing but love
Thank
her.
you. And I thank you too, Miss Teena Cisco. Now, I'll ask you that question later on let you get through here, but I got something to ask you, okay?
Okay. All right. Now, let's go over here to Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark,
Yes, ma'am.
I hear that you are a musician, an excellent one at that.
Well, I do the best I can.
You can.
Absolutely, yes, I do.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing since the age of 11.
Really?
Yeah, I have. And, I picked up several different instruments before I chose the saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
And saxophone just seemed to move me.
Right.
Yeah, because I used to play a little piano, a little, I'm self-taught,
Right.
myself piano. And I picked up the saxophone and took off from there.
Now, everyone out there knows that Teena is a sweetheart when it comes down to someone with that brass instrument. It is no secret. I am the one for those sax and those trumpets.
All right.
Nothing like the brass instruments. Oh, wow. So what was the first time that you was on stage and you just knew that someone out there is going to be like, I want to hire him?
The first time on stage, as such, well, it wasn't so much stage.
It was, okay.
It was watching who was on stage. And it was a high school talent show.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
That I was
it's
watching.
this talent show.
That's right.
Right.
My brothers were in a group, and the high school put on a performance of nothing but Isaac Hayes' Shaft music. They wrote
amazing.
the chart out.
Yes.
And they got all the high schools in town. If they didn't have the instruments, they borrowed the instruments from other schools.
Right.
They put this fantastic production of Shaft on, and the musicians, a lot of them I knew of because my brothers played, since I was like 7 years old.
So it's a family thing.
Yeah, my brother, he kind of started me off in this. It's his fault.
It's his fault. But you don't mind it being his fault.
Thank you, big brother. Renard Clark. Thank you, big brother.
Renard, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. But it was all from that point, and I said, this is what I want to do. And
Right.
I was like in the 5th or 6th grade, I was like, I don't want to, just be an average person out here working for a living. I wanted to play and make a difference in somebody's life and put some passion in the music like it was back in the day, I wanted to keep that passion there.
Do you feel like, now I recall watching the movie with Denzel Washington, what was it, on Spike, with Mo Better Blues?
Mo Better Blues.
Do you ever feel like if anything happened to your lips or anything should happen to your hands that would be the end, or do you have a backup?
I've had several things happen to my lips and my hands, and I'm still here by the grace of God, and that's the only way that I can do
I felt so sorry for him. I tell you, when his lips got busted up and he couldn't toot that horn anymore.
That's right. Well, when you lay off for a while like he did, that's what will happen. But you got to keep on and let it heal and see what you can do to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I did.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite piece that you like playing, as far as with the sax?
I have no particular favorite. because I have so many favorites that it's really hard to choose. But you know, back in the day, everybody played Mr. Magic, so that was the number one song. You know that.
Oh, okay.
You know that was the number one.
Right.
That's one that kind of put me on the map around my hometown, and and everybody was like, "Hey, Mr. Magic."
Hey, Mr. Magic.
Yeah, hello, what's up?
Okay, so you're versatile. So you play the keyboard as well as the sax, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, see, that's truly a blessing because you're 2 in 1.
Yeah, well, after a while, I got out of my little shy state because you can hide behind an instrument when you're shy.
Right.
And after a while, I said, well, I do have a voice, so I think I'll try to sing something too.
Oh, so you dab into singing as well?
Absolutely. A triple threat is always a good
Ladies
thing.
and gentlemen, maybe we can get a little sample right here on the sofa with Teena Cisco. What you clapping for, Miss Zelda? You too.
Oh, man.
I would just need a little hum, just hum.
Okay, well, I don't know. I can just give you a little something like, everything will be real mellow, like the cello of love. Yeah.
You know that potato chip they say you just can't eat one?
That's
it. Oh, wow. It's so amazing.
All right.
So when is your next performance? When is your next show so that people could come out and hear you and see you and, be your big fan and support you?
Well, my next performance will be with the group In the Groove at Fanatics on Mapleton Parkway.
Okay. All right.
On Friday.
All right.
Starts about 9. And we'll be doing our thing.
Doing your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your social media, or how can people book you if they were looking for a sax or a piano or keyboardist?
Well, they can always reach me at breezeway91 at gmail.com.
All right.
And I'm here on Facebook at Bill Clark. And, check out, watch for the white hat and the blue shirt. You'll see me smiling at you.
Oh, so what advice do you have for the up-and-coming musicians that's trying to dab into the industry? Is it hard for them now, or is it easy?
Well, it's easy, but they kind of make it hard because, their attention span is not that long. But you have to kind of like just be open.
Right.
Open to music, A lot of younger people get bored with music.
Right.
And it's kind of understandable, but if you understand where music comes from, you have to go on and stay keep a line, a straight line of how the music is going. There's nothing wrong with individuality and imagination.
Right.
But in order to keep the music alive and the way that it's, because the music has changed.
It has.
And it's just a discipline. It's discipline.
Mm-hmm. Now, we had the pleasure of having Mr. Lil Squirrel, the son of Robert Lester, on the show from the Shalites.
Right.
And one thing that we was talking about is that the difference of how music is today, but you do not see too many bands.
Right.
And to me, bands is the best way to go.
Absolutely.
Why do you feel that there's no bands like it is groups anymore?
They've taken music out of school.
There you go.
And it's killing us.
Yes.
It's killing us. It really is. Because if it hadn't been for school and, band directors, and, because even in '79 when I came out of high school, I had the opportunity and was blessed enough to be able to go to Italy with the All-American Youth Honor Band.
Right.
And that was a great opportunity. And the only way I could do that was through school.
Right. So, Ms. Zelda, do you enjoy, performing with a band, or you just like doing tracks?
I love performing, period. It doesn't matter whether it be with a band, track, acapella, it doesn't matter. I love to perform, I love to sing. I love to sing. I can be crying and hurt about something, or somebody just ran over my foot, you know. And you just think of think of a song that will just ease the soul. You want a song that'll smooth the soul.
Right,
You know?
right. Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Clark, also what I want to ask you, do you think the industry will accept bands and groups now? Because it definitely has changed. And, say for instance, we want to form a band, a new band and everything. And do you think it'd be more accepting than just being a solo artist?
Bands can make a comeback. There's only a few bands out here. Main thing is bands used to be back in the day self-contained.
Mm-hmm.
They had their background singers and their lead singers. Even if it were a guy out front,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the band could sing in their background and everything. You didn't need no singing group
Right.
back then. You had your singing groups, but you had your Earth, Wind, and Fires. You had your
Yes.
Cameo.
Yes.
You had your Confunctions. These are all old school folks that
Right.
have made a great comeback.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it was missed.
Exactly. And it's something that's needed. And not only that's needed, it's so amazing. It's like I would rather go see a live band concert than to go to the movies.
Yeah.
Or just go see a regular show because of the performance. And I love it when they break down and give each band member their chance in that spotlight. So when you listen to that bass guitar doing his thing, you listen to the keyboardist doing his thing, the drummer, and you get to hear those sounds. And that's what makes it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, let's support the bands. And also, I want to get a special shout out to Club Vibes, the Caribbean club out there in Decatur, Georgia.
Yeah.
Club Vibes with Howie, he brings in, a lot of entertainment acts, so they have a lot of bands that comes through there on Wednesday and Thursday nights. And I have seen some amazing people at that venue.
Right.
So, and it's like, to me, it doesn't matter how small or how big, it's the love and the energy that you get.
Right.
If you're either gonna feel it or you're not.
That's right.
So if you don't be bobbing your head and feeling that funk and feeling the enjoyment and excitement, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, there's something missing.
It's something missing. Exactly.
Yeah.
So how far have you been traveling, since you've been a part of band or, just doing solo work?
Well, like I said, I started out back in the day. I went to Italy for my first trip ever anywhere. And from that point, when I moved here, I was luckily I had the opportunity to meet Miley Williams of the Commodore's brother.
Oh, really?
And he had a group that was wanted to go to Japan.
Right.
And he set me up to go to Tuskegee and audition with this band, and that was my first trip to Japan back in like '91.
All right.
Yeah, he hooked me up with his brother, and we took off from there. And from that point on, I've been off and on in Japan for like 10 years. It's been 10 years since I've been, but that was the big start of the travel.
Okay. So are you looking for other work, or you just want people just to book you and your band? Tell us what is it that Mr. Clark wants.
I would like to just be a all-around entertainer.
Okay.
And even if it comes to movies or plays, it just doesn't have to. As long as it's in the entertainment field, where I can exploit some talents and show some passion in the industry.
Right.
So that's my goal.
Okay. Well, we thank you for that. Because it's people, such as yourself that keeps music going. That bringing that funk, or bringing that soul or that blues or that gospel.
Yeah.
And musicians plays a big part. It's just like with the DJs. The DJs and the musicians plays a huge part.
Yeah.
And I want to say I really thank you, for being the man that you are and being the musician that you are,
Oh, bless you,
to bring that to us. And with the R&B Love Train, it's the R&B Love Train. We salute the legends. Not
Absolutely.
only that we salute the legends, but we also salute the new artists of today. We
Yes.
salute everyone, and we have this the movie that we're putting together, and that's called Making Love to R&B.
Well,
And
beautiful.
with that is the soundtrack, which is back in the day how they had on television. We can all relate to this how they had the thing called Body and Soul. And with Body and Soul, you had to order it on television, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it comes in different volumes.
Mm.
So what the R&B Love Train wants to do is bring that back. But the name of it, the title is going to be Making Love to R&B.
I love
So
it.
we're looking for a lot of people such as yourself and Miss Zelda to be a part of this fabulous, wonderful, amazing project. Where that we're bringing back the classics as well as the new, music of today to let everyone know what is it, what is it, what is it that's missing.
Yeah.
So they get side A, which is that classic, nice funk, that smooth, that sexy, that really spoke to you.
Yeah.
Like Barry White and all these amazing. You know how it was back in the day.
Absolutely.
You didn't
Yeah.
have to say a word. And Lil Squirrel said it best. He said, Tina, when the ladies had these situations going on, I didn't have to speak. All I did was play them a song. And the song spoke for
Spoke
him.
for itself.
So in plan, side B, it will have the new artists. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a continuous. It's going to be a volume. And I truly want to, say thank you. And it's just a pleasure of meeting you.
My
And I
pleasure.
look forward to doing more business and stuff with you
Well, thank
and
you, Tina.
supporting you.
Thank you, Tina. I really appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. Now, Miss Zelda, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, this lady, you really have to hear her. I like the blues in you. I love the gospel in you. I love the spunk in you. And the sexy jazz. What are you going to give us now? What sample are you going to give us right now? Let me sit up for
Diane
this.
did this in Mahogany, then one of them was like, all of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I can't live without you? You gave me a part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me?
Yes!
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yes, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. So, what do you have going on this week?
Uh,
If anything.
well, nothing but my next passion is taking care of my baby. Now, my baby is 97 years old.
Okay,
And I take care of her every day of the week,
Okay.
except for the weekends.
All right.
And practicing.
Yes.
Yeah, getting ready for a show. I'm hoping that with the help of Mr. Clark here, I will get me some new songs out.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to say that I'm glad to have Miss Teena Cisco as my manager and my agent.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
And also, I would like to make Miss Teena, how did you manage to come into this business? And did you used to sing? And what is it? Tell me something about yourself.
Did she just flip this on me? I think she
She
did.
did.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, Miss Zelda. Yes. Well, actually, I'm originally from Hampton, Virginia, and I have 4 brothers, and I'm the only girl.
Oh,
So my parents, started putting me into a lot of things, and of course, it's always starting in church.
okay.
So I was the one that was in the choir. I was the one that, locked herself up in the bedroom and just be singing. And every chance I get, I was writing. And my mom was like, girl, first day of school, they buy you all these supplies and everything. Well, my notebooks was full with just me writing lyrics and poems.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of doing schoolwork, And she was like, well, Tina, you're going to use up all your paper before school even starts. So I started, at an early age. And then I start entering, talent shows and, theatrical drama, entertainment. And with the community, the community had a lot of events and stuff like the pageants. So I started in a lot of pageants. And I want to thank my hometown, Hampton, Virginia, and everyone that was associated, with the theatrical drama group, as well as with all the pageants that I've been, attending. So that's when it started. Also, growing up, I recall, in my auntie garage and in her basement, with her husband and, of course, my uncle and her son, my cousin. I recall them playing the guitar and the drums,
Okay.
and me just sitting there watching them on the step.
Yeah.
And it's like when they have practice, you don't mess with them. You don't bother to go in. But I was hard headed. I was hard-headed because I enjoyed the sound of hearing my uncle play the bass guitar. I was honored to sit there and watch them with that. And to this day, I want to say thank you to my Uncle Bruce. I love you. I support you 100%. It's been a long time since I've seen you, but you always in my heart. I want to say a special shout out to Bob, Rob McCoy. Bob, you are truly a blessing to me. It was you that started me in this. And I will say that. And I'll tell anyone, putting God first, just to see him, playing just about any instrument that you can name. And it was his bloodline, his passion for music, where that not only that it inspired me and it turned me to music more passionately, but his children. I want to give a special shout out to Rob McCoy. He has a wonderful song out. It's been out for a while that you can find on YouTube. That's called Boyfriend. Bob McCoy is the older brother of Fetty Wap. They all my relatives and everything. And I want to give a special shout out to my cousin, my dear sister. It's been a long time since I've seen her, and that's Mona. Mona, I love you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to join you right here in the high ATL. So my family comes from a lot of, entertainment. As far as, I have uncles in my family that are bishops.
Okay.
So the choir. I mean, everyone can sing. Everyone in our family has that gift.
Okay.
Whether it's doing hair, whether it's decorating, mechanics and building houses. So if you're looking for a house, my uncles they build it. So we came from a very talented, gifted family, and I'm blessed to say that. So and also my grandmother. My grandmother she's knocking on 100.
Okay.
And she's still living and surviving in
blessing.
Suffolk, Virginia. So the roots are there, and not just the root, it's the heart of it.
Yeah.
It's the heart of it. And when you love something, can't no one take it away because it's gifted in you.
Yeah.
It's yours.
So Miss Zelda, it's in you because I see it in your face. I see that glow.
Yeah.
And that's it with me. It's just a family, something that I inherited.
And you're a nurse too.
Oh,
See, Miss Zelda, I know where she's going with this. Yes, because she and I we have the same backgrounds for a lot of things. Yes. Yes,
That's a blessing.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was working at Mary Magdalene Hospital, on the surgical unit, back home, and I've done a lot of things with a couple of agencies, and I grew up in Hampton, Virginia again, because it was people like Dalton Dale Nixon and Hazel Petticolas, and a lot of other people that with the community, they taught us at a younger age of how to work, how to have self-discipline, how to go out there and get what you want, and how to perfect, your gift. So I was that girl that was in 4-H Girl Scouts and all that stuff, so they taught us all of that. So when you go out in 4-H and, you go out and help the community, it showed me how to care for people. So I've been caring for people my whole life, and it's a warm feeling. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. So Yes, that's what I do.
Okay,
I'm the Jackie of all trades, I
well,
guess you
thank
could
you.
say.
Well, thank you so very
She
much.
didn't
Miss
flip
Tina.
this on me,
She
right?
did.
Thank you
She
so very
really
much,
did.
Teena Cisco. And when is your name? No.
Yeah, so Miss Zelda, give everyone your information on how they can book you and how they can become your friend and just give you some encouraging words or invite you out to some of their events and
Yes.
everything.
Well, I'm on Facebook at ZELDA Thomas. It's ZELDA TOMAS. You'll see me with a white long dress on. Because I have two accounts, and you'll see one with the family. There's a bunch of us. There's one with the ZELDA THOMAS. That's the family. But TOMAS, you can find me there. You can also inbox me. I also have Instagram and Twitter. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. And then if that don't do, call 770-885-5072.
Put it out there, baby.
Just call me. Tell me what type of event it is. I got you.
She got you.
I got you. Okay?
So what type of encouragements do you have for the up and coming artists of today that's trying to get into the the business?
My advice would be to whatever your dream is or whatever your gift is, keep at it. Don't stop. Right. Dreams are made to come true.
Yes, they are.
If you fall, get up and begin again.
Yes, yes.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
I'm not gonna stop. And like you said, those songs say they said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't amount to anything.
Right.
But I'm here to say,
yes,
I'm still holding on.
I'm still holding on.
All right,
Amen.
so take that right there. Don't forget 770-885-5072. Diane, Rhonda, Sherry, Oliver, here I am.
Okay, there she is.
I even do background.
Mr. Clark, what is your last final words to our family today?
Keep your passion, keep your love, believe in God.
Yes.
Because He'll take you to heights that no one else can ever take
that
you
He
to.
will. That He will.
Yeah.
Exactly. He will do that.
And do it out of love. Do it out of love.
I do have a question for you, Mr. Clark. Do you teach?
I don't.
You don't teach?
I don't know. I mean,
someone asks you, like, teach me how to play the keyboard or the saxophone. It's patience, it's time.
Well, I never considered myself a teacher, and I've never tried it. But anything is possible.
Right. Okay.
Because in order to keep it alive, you have to give it out.
Right.
You have to give it out.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we end this, I would like to get a special shout out, to my family, to my 3 sons. I love you and my grandkids. Also, I want to get a special shout out to Kevin Rowley. He's doing some amazing things in Virginia Beach. Y'all, please, look up Kevin Rowley. He's doing his thing. That's my cousin. That's my baby. And Kevin, I love you. And you have my support 100. Also, look out for Marquell, my son. He's right here in Georgia. My son, he's an amazing writer. He's just gifted all the way around. So look him up on YouTube. Dude the Chef, and he has that amazing song and stuff out. Marquell, I love you. Randy, Daquan, I love you. Also, to everyone else that's out there, thank you for riding with me on the R&B Love Train. Thank you for supporting Teena Cisco. There's so much more to come. To Mother A, thank you very much. To Marco, thank you very much. To Mr. Samuels, thank you. Thank you very much. That's an extra thank you to Mr. Samuels, because Mr. Samuels have been with me for a while. And this is a man that, regardless of what I go through, and he's the one that's helping build, what we're doing today. So a special shout out to my partner, Mr. Samuels, on that, and to your family. One love to you. And to everyone else, thank you very much. Is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to, Ms. Zelda?
I would like to thank my brother for allowing me to have this interview here at his house.
Hi, Raymond!
Hey, Raymond! And I would like like to thank all my friends and my family for the support and the love that you guys give me. And I'm looking forward to coming to Alabama. My brother's having a birthday party.
Yes, have some fun.
Yeah, Mavis is having a birthday party in October, and we having it at the Boutwell. Just tell everybody who comes to the, I like to even thank the ones who come to the show and support me too. Yeah, thank you, because you the ones that's count. Okay?
That's right.
Thank you so much. And first of all, him.
Yes.
Our Heavenly Father.
Our Heavenly Father.
First is the Alpha and Omega. Without him,
Mr. Clark, who you'd like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my two brothers who put me in this business, Bernard and Gary Clark. And I'd like to put out a big shout out to Billy Butler, who got me out of the basement, talked my brother into getting me out of the basement because I was very young. And, you know, I started around when I was about 14. You know, I wasn't even legal, you know. But thanks for getting me out of there, man. Shout out to my friends and family, my girl, Chris Ann. Sam Haygood is in the groove. I'd like to throw a shout out to you there. Anita Culver with Party Life. Hey, we family, baby. Hey, y'all, peace, love.
All right. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sitting on the sofa with Teena Cisco. And if you would like for me to come to your home or to your event to stream live or to, you know, just to kick it with you, you know, give me a call at 678-913-9621, or you can email me at TeenaRNBLoveTrain@gmail.com. It's all about you. Let your voice be heard. Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
Gotta put it out there for my boy TC Jason of SOS Band.
Yes,
get me on this fast track. I love you, bro.
Yes.
I love you, man.
all right.
I'll be good to you. Special shout out to my sister Mary. Mary, I love you. I miss you. You know, our dude, hello, SOS Band, hello,
Family.
Midnight Star, hello, Zap Band, hello,
Yes, Lord. To your name.
Confunction, hello, Rolls Royce, hello, you know, hello to everyone, hello.
Been on shows with all those folks.
Yes. And this is what Teena Cisco brings, you know, we bring back, you know, so we bring back, we let the voices be heard, we let the people remember about those nice, beautiful, classic sounds, you know, of those instruments and stuff that's coming through, of those amazing voices. And I tell you, I never seen so much performances and stuff. I mean, it's like when they get on stage, it's just keep growing. It's like it's big. It's electrifying. So to all the bands out there, to all the groups, to all the classics, to all the legends, one love to you from Teena Cisco. Thank you for sitting with us. Goodbye. Hey, I just hold tight right quick. Isn't she lovely?